सब्सक्राइब कीजिए हमारे नेहरा क्लासेस यूट्यूब चैनल को और दबाइए इस बेल आइकॉन को ताकि आपको हमारे नए वीडियोस के नोटिफिकेशंस सबसे पहले मिल सकें. Hello everyone, once again welcome to our Nehra classes YouTube channel and I am your friend Vikas Nehra here. Friends, in today's tutorial I will show you how can you install Docker CE in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8 or in CentOS 8 based machines. Although Docker is not supported officially by Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8, but we have made a workaround with which we can install it in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8 or in CentOS 8. But before proceeding further, let me give you the brief introduction about Docker. What is Docker and why do we use it? Actually, Docker is an open source project which allows the creation and the distribution of applications inside containers, which are standardized environments that can be easily replicated independently from the host system. While in Red Hat 7 Docker was officially supported, but in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8 it has been replaced by a series of other tools that are developed by Red Hat itself, and some of these tools are buildah and podman. By the use of external repository, however, it is still possible to install Docker CE. CE is the community edition, and in this tutorial we will see how to install this repository. Notice, however, that it was originally meant for CentOS 7 or RHEL 7, and the community version of Docker has no official support for Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So first of all, what we will do, we will add the external repository in our system with which we will install this in our machine. So let me show you the server. It is my server on which I am going to install it. So this is the RHEL 8 machine, and on this machine I will install and configure the Docker. So first of all, we have to add a third-party repository to install the Docker, and for that we can run this dnf config manager command, and we will provide the path of the repository. Press enter. So this command will install the repository from the official Docker website in our machine. After that, we will verify that the repository has been enabled or not, and for that we can run the dnf repolist command. So it will show the details of the enabled repositories in our system. We can use the -v option to see it in detail. After that, the repository contains the several versions of Docker packages. Now it is the time to list them, and to list the repositories we can use dnf list command. So with this command we can list all the versions of Docker that are currently available in this repository. So these are the versions, these are the different versions. Now to install a specific version, all we have to do is to provide the fully qualified package name. So let us suppose I want to install this Docker package in my machine. So I can use the dnf install command for the same, dnf install, and then mention the package name. So this will install the package in my machine. This is the online repository which I have configured. So the packages will be installed from the internet. So you must keep connected your machine to the internet in order to install these packages. This can take some time depending upon the speed of your internet connection. Now you can see that the packages are being installed in my machine. This process can take some time. After the installation of the packages, Normally, while installing a package, the best available candidate is selected from the repository. In this case, for example, if we do not want to install the best available package, so we can mention here in the command no best. So this will install the package forcefully. Now the system is verifying the packages. Yes, it has verified the packages, and the packages have been successfully installed in my machine. In case if we strictly need to install the latest version of Docker CE, we can install the required version from the container.io manually. So for that, what needs to be done, we have to install this package in our machine. For this, so we can use dnf install command for that. Dnf install and the complete URL of the package. It will again take some time. Total size is 26 MB. After the package is installed, we can simply install the Docker CE with the help of dnf install docker-ce command. So now we can run this command to install the Docker CE. Press Y to continue. Again, it will take some time. So you can see that earlier version was 3.12 and now it has been replaced by the latest version. Now in the next step, if we want that the DNS resolution work inside the Docker containers, so for that we will have to disable the firewall in our system. So for this we can run this firewall disable command, systemctl disable firewall d, to disable the firewall. Without this, the DNS won't work inside the containers. Now once we have installed the Docker CE, now we must start and enable the Docker daemon in our machine. So first of all, we are going to enable it. Systemctl enable docker. So this will enable the Docker in our machine. The process will start itself even after rebooting the machine, after enabling it. Now in the next step, we will confirm whether the daemon is running or not, and for that we can run the systemctl is -active docker command. So it will show us the details of the daemon. It is currently running, that is why it is showing this as active. We can also install Docker Compose. Actually, Docker Compose is a very useful package which let us manage the multi-container applications, like for example those based on LAMP stack, where each part of the environment PHP, Apache, MariaDB is provided by a dedicated container. So for that we can install the Docker Compose in our machine. For the global installation of Docker Compose in our machine, we can use the curl command to copy it from the GitHub. Do not worry about the commands, I will provide you each and everything in the description of the video, so you can copy all these commands from there. So we can use this curl-l, and after that we will provide the URL and press enter. So this command will copy it in our machine. We have successfully copied it in our machine. Now once we have downloaded the binaries, now we can move inside usr local bin and we will make it executable. So for that we can run this mb docker compose command. First we will rename it and after that we will move inside it to make it executable. Although it is possible for a normal user to run docker related commands if he is a part of the docker group. The group is automatically created when we install docker CE. By default they must be executed with root privileges for security reasons. If our user is a part of the docker group, and thus it is allowed to run the docker commands, since the docker compose is available as a Python package. We can also install it by using pip, the Python package manager. First we make sure pip itself is installed in our machine. So for that we can install python 3-pip package in our machine. It is already installed, and to obtain docker compose we can run this command pip 3.6 install docker compose --user. So both these packages must be present in our machine. Now we will test our docker. We have installed docker and docker compose. Now to check that everything works as expected, we can try to build an image and run the container. In this case we will use the official httpd one, and all we have to do is to launch this following command of docker run --rm --name linux config -test and -p for port 8080 and then httpd. Since httpd image does not exist locally and will be automatically fetched and built, and finally a linux container based on it will be launched in the foreground. So if we are able to see it, that means our docker is working perfectly fine. If not, then we have made some mistake in our machine while configuring the docker. Here we should be able to see the docker container in the foreground. So let us try this command to check the docker. I have fired the command. Now you can see that it is giving us a warning: could not reliably determine the server's fully qualified domain name using this IP and set the server name directive globally to support this message. Since we are not using the DNS in our LAN, that is why we are getting this message, and here it is showing us the process ID, and here it is showing Apache 2.4.43 configured resuming normal operations. It means we have successfully built an image and then we have successfully started the container service by using the docker. Here it is showing this command line httpd foreground. So everything is working as expected. Now if you will open the browser in your system and mention the IP address of your machine, then it must show you as it worked. So I have opened the Firefox web browser, and here in the address bar I am going to mention the IP address of my machine, that is 192.168.1.27. Press enter and it is showing this as it works. It means we have properly configured the docker in our system. So in this way we can install docker in RHEL 8 or in CentOS 8 based machines with this workaround, while it is not officially supported by Red Hat for RHEL 8. So guys, I hope you would have enjoyed the video. If you like it, then do share it with your friends and colleagues, and if you are new on our channel, then do not forget to subscribe us and turn on the bell notification. I will see you in any other video. Till then, bye bye, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.